Hi, I'm talking to you. I came to give you some encouragement to tell you to keep pressing, keep pushing, keep moving forward. No matter what you face, you don't face it alone. And it doesn't matter what level you're on, you're gonna face a devil. But at every level, there's a different devil. The thing about us is when we're at the lowest point, we tend to cry out to God. But as we move up the ladder, up the level, we forget who helped us make it to the levels that we're on. God don't want us to stay stuck. He want us to advance. He want us to move forward. He want us to move higher because we are his children and he wants the best for us. God got you and God got the situation. And I don't know why God gives me these spiritual meanings concerning different fairy tales that I heard as a kid growing up, but he has been lately. Don't know why, but he has. And I'm reminded, and I got to thinking about Jack and the Beanstalk. And to sum the story up for those that don't know the story. Jack and his mother was poor. They didn't have anything but a cow. And things got so bad that they had to sell the cow. Well, Jack was supposed to go into town and sell the cow because his mother instructed him to do so. And on his way to sell the cow, he gets stopped by this strange man. And what I took from that is that God will place certain people to bless you at certain times. God will send people to bless you. The man told Jack that he would trade him for something much more than the cow and gave him some magical beans. And Jack traded him the cow for the magical beans. He went back home. He told his mother, I got some much more than gold. I got some magical beans. His mom didn't see it, but Jack saw it. That's why Jack took the beans. Jack's faith was bigger than his mother's faith. That's why he took the magical beans. Sometimes things in our lives will come and test our faith. But we have to know what kind of faith we're working with. How is your faith? Jack's mother didn't see the vision like Jack saw the vision. So she threw the magic beans out of the window. And overnight, those beans became a beanstalk. And Jack went through his window, went up the beanstalk, and as he's going up, he can't see down below anymore. But when he gets to the top, everything is bigger and better than it is on the ground. Jack sees this gigantic house and he goes knock on the house and a gigantic woman opens up the door. She tells the woman, I'm hungry, I want something to eat. And the woman feeds him, but the woman tells him, my husband is a giant, he don't like kids, and he will eat you if he finds you. Hide in the oven. So Jack hides in the oven. Lo and behold, the husband comes, which is the giant. And the giant sings a chant, and he says that he smells Jack, but he can't find him. So the wife feeds her husband, after which he tells the wife, bring me all my bags of gold. And the wife brings the bags of gold. Don't you know that God will put you in the right place at the right time and give you the tools that you need? The giant falls asleep. Jack jumps out of the oven, grabs a bag of gold, takes it down the beanstalk, shows his mother. His mother is excited, and they live off that bag of gold for a long time. But the money ran out. The gold ran out. So Jack takes his chances, and of course, he goes back up the beanstalk. The giant's wife says, "Did you steal from us? Because a bag of our gold was missing." Jack say, "No, I don't have it, but I am hungry." She says, "You can be here, but my husband is coming, and he don't like children." So Jack hides in the oven. Giant comes out, tell his wife, "Bring me my chicken that lays the golden eggs." The wife brings out the chicken, and Jack sees it. The giant falls asleep. Jack grabs the chicken and goes down the beanstalk, and him and his mother are set for life. When we're connected to God, we let God lead and guide us. We are connected for life. We are set up for life. Jack and his mother didn't have to want for anything, because this chicken laid golden eggs. But how many of you know that sometimes as humans we get greedy? And that's where the chaos comes in at. That's where the stress comes in at. That's where division comes in, when we get greedy. And Jack got greedy, and he went back up the beanstalk to see what else he could get. This time they didn't know that he was in the house, but the giant smelled him. And the wife said, "Well, if you smell a child, he's hiding in the oven." But how many of you know that when you got favor by God, he will hide you from the snares of the enemy? This time, God directed Jack to hide in a different spot, and they couldn't find him. But see, when you get greedy, you don't get to keep the things that God has intended to bless you with. The giant couldn't find Jack. The wife couldn't find Jack. So the giant told his wife, "Bring me my golden harp." Well, guess what? The wife brings the golden harp, and the giant falls asleep. Jack jumps up and tries to take the golden harp. The harp starts to sing. And the giant wakes up. Jack jumps down the beanstalk. The giant comes after him. But if you connected to God, God will prepare you to slay the giants. That's what he did for David. He prepared David for the giant. So Jack runs down the beanstalk, tell his mother, "It's the giant, it's coming. We need to chop down this beanstalk." And they did. And they slayed the giant. The giant was no more. But the lesson in all of this that Jack learned, and I'm going to tell you the spiritual meaning. When God gives you something, blesses you, don't get greedy. It's okay to have things, but don't get greedy. God will give us everything that we need, and he wants us to advance levels, because we are his children. He wants the utmost best for us. Climb the ladder. Don't stay stuck. Move to a different level. Don't stay stuck. But just remember to stay connected to God, because God will stay connected to you. You got this, and God got you, and all is well. God loves you, and so do I. God will prepare you to slay the enemy at whatever level you advance to. Just remember to stay connected to God. You got this, and all is well. Hugs and kisses.